Hey, what's going on guys? Willis, we're back again with another New World video. In this video guys, I wanted to basically show you my tank build I've been using in PvP. Basically used it to win our first war. I think it was like the server first win, which was pretty nuts. It was a massive battle, like 60. Everyone was like level 60. It was nuts. Before I jump into this video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. And if you'd like the chance to win a copy of New World, I'm also giving away copies over on my Discord as well. So be sure to leave a comment and subscribe if you're new. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys my build and basically what I've been using for PvP tanking, I guess. This build revolves a lot around CC, stunning, and obviously just being super tanky in PvP. Now you can probably use this for PvE if you want to. You just got to switch out some gems. That's literally all it is. Just put in the Carnelian taunt gems, and this is basically a great PvE build. But I wanted to focus on more of the PvP side of things, on basically what's good for I guess just destroying players, if it were. So starting up, I have mixed in a few just random pieces, but I do recommend just getting the full set of faction gear that you get from being max level with the, I guess, the faction quests, because that's honestly really great. I've gone with the strength constitution sort of build, but you can sort of see what I'm using here, and we'll go over my stats and stuff, and basically all my perks and stuff on my weapons. I'll probably put timestamps and stuff for the weapons and all the other stuff. But right now we're just going to start off with armor. So I'm wearing a heavy helmet with 12 strength, 8 constitution. I've got a onyx gem. It's got the refreshing perk obviously, and the resilient perk because it is the faction piece. I'm wearing the faction chest piece, which is the heavy chest wear. I'm running an onyx gem, 12 strength, 8 constitution, obviously with the onyx gem as well. Now I am running this pair of green gloves, and I'll go into that in a few seconds. The reason I'm not using the faction gloves is because I found this perk online, and apparently it's really OP. It's called Sundering Shockwave, and it basically comes into with my hammer, but I'll explain that in a bit, but we'll come back to that. It's got 20 constitution as well, which is great being tanky. I'm wearing this random bit of light pants. Don't recommend doing this. If anything, this would be the only piece I would swap out, would be the lumberjack pants for maybe the heavy one, the heavy faction pieces. And I'm wearing the light boots because I made a mistake and I bought the light one instead of heavy. But buy the heavy boots if you can. 12 strength, 8 constitution, onyx gem, refreshing and resilient. I'm running the faction shield as well with the 12 constitution, sturdy and keenly fortified. Moving on to the jewelry and the rings. This is kind of important here. I'm running the Scorpion Stone, which gives me 20 strength. I'm running fire damage absorption, which is insanely good in the war. Obviously, you're taking less fire damage from the mages. It's got flame protection. You take 4.2% less fire damage. Less fire damage is always great when you're getting just spammed on point. And it's got the health perk. You have 8.2% more maximum health, which makes us more tanky. For the jewelry, the ring, we're running a 21 constitution ring. It's got a opal gem inside of it. It's got strike damage and hearty. This is what I used to use before, which was more fire resistance. Honestly, you can use what you want. Anything that has constitution. Tanking perks is great as well. And this is what I really do recommend if you pick up some earrings, is one of the perks I'm about to mention. But I'm using this here, the cut pristine malachite, and basically what this does is it lets you take less elemental damage, and you basically absorb more physical damage as well. Now the onyx is better, but for some reason I couldn't put it in this. But we're running the perk called regenerating, which is really important. This regenerating perk, you gain 0.44% health every second. Now when you have a ton of health, this gives you a lot. I think I gain around 70 to 100 health per second, and that's insane. Like, that's crazy, like just passively. So it's pretty much like healing by itself. So if you can find an earring, I found that this only comes on earrings. An earring with regenerating is going to be really huge for just sponging damage and just keeping yourself sustained and healing. It's really good. Weapons, I'm running obviously sword and shield with a hammer. So I'm running just this basic sword with strength constitution. We're running cruel, which deals 12% damage against targets with an active crowd control or status effect, and we're running keen as well. Now this cruel IV is actually a cut pristine malachite, and we're running a hammer with an opal gem, which gives you 15% damage while your stamina is not full. Now whenever you're fighting, your stamina is pretty much never full because you're basically dodging. And refreshing move, light and heavy attacks reduce your active weapon cooldowns by 2.6%. Now going back to my skills, well, I guess starting at my skills, we're running 100 strength and 300 constitution. This is basically what I've gone for. I think it's the best. Obviously with the 2 pips, you get 10% damage to melee, weapon and heavy attacks, plus 20 encumbrance. And then max constitution, you have not great perks, but most of these ones here are the important ones, like the 20% increase to armor, minus 10% crit damage, obviously, and then the increase your max health. So honestly, these 3 are the most important. But if you can just max it out, because every time you put points into constitution, you get more health, so that's really good. And then we've gone for 2 pips in strength, which I feel like is best. Moving on to weapons, we're using Warhammer with sword and shield, and as you can see, I haven't even got them maxed out, but it's still really good. You could go great axe if you want to, but as a tank, I feel like you need to be doing more disruption than actually, I guess, dealing damage. It depends how you want to play. If you want to do damage as a tank, bring the great axe. If you want to actually win the war and actually do CC, I would recommend bringing a Warhammer. Trust me, Warhammer right now is insane. With this, I have like 3 stuns, which is crazy. I recommend going Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball is this. Let me show you guys. And basically what that will do, that will flatten people. And what flattening someone does, it makes them lie on the ground. So it's basically like a long stun. They either need to roll to get up or just pop something like a ice tomb to stop it. Like that's literally all they can do. It's a really strong stun. Another insane stun is Shockwave. You've probably already seen this. It's this right here. A massive AoE stun. And what you want to do is you want to put it, you want to max out Shockwave and max out Wrecking Ball, because maxing out Shockwave will make the area bigger. Maxing out Wrecking Ball will let you hit more players as well. And then we're also running Path of Destiny. And basically what Path of Destiny does, it's this. Now it doesn't say it stuns, but it definitely staggers and it leaves you vulnerable to follow-ups. So you can sort of do like a CC chain with the hammer. It's really, really good actually. Moving on to Sword and Shield, I'm running Shield Bash, which is once again another stun for 2 seconds. If you have it maxed out, it turns into a 3-second stun. This also can hit multiple people in front of you. Multiple people. I think I've hit like 6 people with this at once in the war. We're running Shield Rush as well. You rush forward 5 meters and you actually knock back foes. This also sort of knocks back and stuns. And we're also running a Defiant Stance, which basically is really good because it makes you stronger when all your abilities are on cooldown. You definitely want to be in Defiant Stance. Maxing this out will basically let you gain 15% of your health when it ends. So it's basically setting you up for your next cooldown rotation. So how it will look is you pop all of your stuns on point, all of your stuns, and then you just pop Defiant Stance and you block and you wait for them to come back up. There is some perks, I think, for the other side of Sword and Shield that will basically let it so you can have lower cooldowns. But as soon as your cooldowns just start coming back off, you basically just want to use them off cooldown, because stuns in the war, in PvP, is so broken right now. People are not utilizing the amount of stuns you're able to do. So stun as much as you can in the war, trust me. Now, going back to my gloves here, I did mention the Sundering Shockwave perk. Basically, whenever I do a Shockwave, it will apply Rend, which basically makes it so reduces your target's damage absorption by 16%. So you're just weaker. You're weaker by 16%. And that's everybody you hit with it. Everybody. Now, do I recommend getting this on maybe not a green? Yes. If you're lucky enough to get it on like a blue or a purple even with a gem slot, use it. But I thought it was worth just putting on a green and trying it, and it worked insane. We actually took our 2nd territory today. I think we were the first company on the server to take a 2nd territory. Nobody on our server has won a war since the start of the game's launch. So that was pretty huge for us. Being the first company to win a war is pretty crazy. I'm sure people on other servers have done it a bunch, but for our server at least, nobody has won a war, I guess. People have been really good at defending. So yeah, that's pretty much my build. As for foods and stuff for a tank, you want to run infused regeneration potions, infused health potions, and you want to run constitution food. Now, you can run stuffed calamari, or if you're a high baller and you've got a really good high cooking person in your guild, or maybe you can cook yourself, I would recommend the roasted rabbit with vegetables, which gives you 40 constitution. As you can see, when I eat this, which is the tier 4 food, I gain like 1k health. So with the rabbit food, I'll probably be at like 17k health. So it's pretty huge, actually. Makes you way more tanky. But yeah, this is my CC disruption tank build, and I think it worked out really great. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I definitely want to do more builds and stuff in the future. So if you'd like to see anything like other builds and stuff, let me know. Be sure to join my Discord as well. We've got a New World section where we chat all the time. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. It's been Willis Gaming, and peace.